vice versa. They kind of built on each other. I experienced that if you're successful in one phase of your life or one portion of your life, one part of your life, you really try to duplicate the success in other parts of your life. And that's pretty much what I did. There was a clear correlation with my performance athletically and my performance in the classroom and vice versa. It was really interesting how that happened. The better I performed in the classroom, the better I would perform on the track. The better I performed on the track, the better I would perform in the classroom. It's almost like success breeds success. And I was taught early on by a number of people not to limit your success in a particular area. That the things that you do in one area of your life to be successful, typically those things, if practiced in other areas of your life, can also breed success. For an example, you get a great athlete and they'll shoot free throws until their hand hurts or bleeds or whatever. Well, you take the same attitude with learning the poems or the literature, reading the literature. You don't come across the first word and drop it. You just keep trying. You stay at it. And those skills and approaches that you develop athletically, you can use also in the classroom.
So on that same note, you mentioned like a lot of great successes that you came to.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any particular moments that you came as an undergrad, like finishing a degree or finishing a course that you felt truly proud of yourself that you accomplished? Level?
There were some milestones along the way. I think there was one particular semester, and I want to say I got straight A's, and I'll have to go back. And now that I'm talking about it, but if it wasn't straight A's, it was very close, and it corresponded. Quite frankly, it was kind of interesting. It occurred at a time when I was injured and I couldn't run. And I suspect what I did is channel all of the activities, all of the energy, all of the attention to the books. But at the same time, I do remember this: I was rehabbing an injured knee, and so I had, instead of being able to run, I was in the weight room and rehabbing that and focusing on my studies. And so this was about my junior year, and I remember it was kind of like getting in a zone, if you will, and it was really good because I guess before I got injured, I tied the world record, and that really corresponded with me doing very well in the classroom. So things were happening, and I do remember. I think it was my junior year.
So on the similar note, through these successes, were there anything or any moments that particular experiences that you remember were hurdles or barriers to success, maybe where you felt kind of drawn down, or certain things that you kind of overcame throughout this process?
Well, athletically, my junior year, following my junior year, I was injured. I had just a banner junior year. I was national champ and world record holder, made a U.S. team. I mean, there were a lot of things happening. Well, right after that great season, I was injured in an indoor track meet down in Natchitoches, Louisiana, the Graduate Inn Club track meet. I was hit going over, I think it was the second hurdle, by a hurdler next to me. He hit me, knocked me off balance, and when he did that, it happened at a time when my foot was planted on a track, and he knocked me off balance. Well, I fell over, but my foot stayed in the track because it was planted, and so it tore up my knee. Well, this was in 1970. The Olympic Games was in 72. I missed all of the 71 season. So I was the #1 ranked hurdler in the world in 1970, was out altogether in 71, and had to come back